Okay, so let's just dive right in. If you're trying to set up an enterprise AI factory, you always hit the same critical wall.
Mm-hmm.
How do you move fast? I mean, training huge models, deploying at scale, without just, opening up a massive security hole.
Right, because these factories are a prime target, a hacker's dream.
Exactly. And that's what we're digging into today. NVIDIA's expanded enterprise AI factory design, and specifically how their BlueField tech tries to solve this tension.
That's the mission. It's not just about faster chips. It's a whole new way of thinking about the infrastructure. We need to see how it secures that entire AI pipeline.
So let's start there. This is where it gets really interesting for me. What exactly is NVIDIA BlueField?
So you can think of BlueField as the dedicated processor that powers the operating system of the AI factory.
The operating system.
Yeah, its job is pure logistics. It's accelerating all the essential services, networking, storage, orchestration, and of course, security.
Okay, but I have to ask, adding another specialized processor, doesn't that just add complexity or cost?
Yeah.
What's the immediate return on that?
It's all about consistency. Think of your GPUs, your very expensive GPUs, as world-class sprinters.
Okay.
Well, if you make those sprinters also answer the phone and file their own taxes, they're going to run slower. BlueField is that dedicated logistics team. It handles all that other stuff, freeing up the CPUs and GPUs to do one thing: focus 100% on the AI workload.
So it's about separation of duties at the hardware level.
Exactly. That prevents the bottlenecks and lets you scale with consistent performance.
That makes perfect sense.
Yeah.
So let's talk security, because the sources really hammer this idea of defense operating at the same speed as AI.
Right.
That sounds ambitious. How does this dedicated hardware deliver something like zero trust at that kind of velocity?
Well, it works because it pushes all of those security functions entirely off the main compute. It isolates them.
So security isn't a tax on the system anymore?
Precisely. And the key piece of software making that possible is the NVIDIA DOCA Argus framework.
Argus. Yeah, okay, so when we hear that term, zero trust AI runtime protection, what does that actually mean for a security team on the ground?
It means security is no longer just bolted on at the perimeter. It's a native hardware function of the AI processor itself. Argus is like having a tiny, super fast security camera inside the processing core.
Wow.
It gives you this incredibly deep visibility across all the riskiest stages: data ingestion, fine-tuning, inference, all in real time.
So security is embedded from the ground up.
I like that.
Now that we get the how, let's talk about the who. Who's actually leveraging this on the NVIDIA RTX PRO servers?
Yeah, so we can basically group the partners into a few key functions. First, you have zero trust enforcement.
Okay.
That's where you see Checkpoint's Infinity AI Cloud Protect and Fortinet extending its security fabric.
And Palo Alto Networks, I saw, with Prisma Airs.
Yep. They all plug into that same Argus telemetry to enforce policy.
So that's the real-time enforcement. What about just managing and orchestrating the whole thing, especially for multi-tenant setups?
A huge piece of the puzzle. For those really sensitive, regulated environments, Spectra Cloud's Palette AI Secure is now validated.
Right.
And then for orchestration, you've got Redfay and Red Hat OpenShift, making sure different AI jobs stay completely isolated from each other.
And the last piece, you need eyes on everything. The policy and monitoring.
Correct. And that's where Trend Vision 1 comes in. It basically combines that real-time telemetry straight from BlueField with global threat intelligence. You get a complete picture.
It all seems to connect back to this idea of a stronger, integrated foundation. You're not just buying parts, you're buying a pre-tested system.
A system designed to minimize risk and maximize throughput at the same time.
Right. A foundation where dedicated processors handle all that complexity, security, networking, letting the AI models just run unimpeded.
Which is the whole point.
Yeah.
Now, here's a final thought to chew on. Armis-Centrix is now also validated on this.
And they do continuous cyber exposure management.
Across AI factories of any size. So consider this. What does true continuous infrastructure protection actually look like when security is integrated at the processor level from day one, constantly assessing risk, instead of just reacting to threats after they happen?
That's a different world entirely.
It really is. That's the question worth mulling over.